folks, so if you're stuck for ideas for some of those very special people in your life, then I've got 3 very quick gifty ideas that involve plants that you can make yourself at home that are going to be really wicked gifts. Now, the first one I'm going to show you how to make are little plant labels. So what we need is this little piece of wood. It's called a cover strip. And all you got to do is grab one of these, and then we're going to do the following. We want to make them approximately whatever length you want. So I'm going to go with about there. Yeah, that looks about right to me. And then we want to make just a little angle so that we have a sharp point where we can then just poke them into the ground. Make a little line across there, and that's going to be my cutting line. Little handsaw, pop the little guy on the edge, and we are just going to cut this guy over here. Okay. Here's my first little guy. You can see that we're going to need to neaten it off there, but here is our first little plant stick. You use this measurement to simply go along and create as many as you want. So I can pop that little guy over there. All right, and there we have our 3 little sticks ready to go. What I need now is a little bit of sandpaper, and I'm just going to neaten them off before I do my painting. If you do this at the end, well, you're going to be taking away all the chalkboard paint right off it. So just a little neatening up. All right, folks, they're nice and smooth, just the way I want them. And now we're going to do the following. We've got some blackboard paint here, little paintbrush, and all we're going to do is just give them a paint. Pretty simple, really nothing to it. Okay, folks, so you get the idea. We've got to paint all 3 of them, wait for them to dry, and then we take the next step. Folks, your next idea is really simple, and it's loads of fun, and it's hardly going to cost you anything. Now, you need a couple of these enamel mugs. Turn them over, and of course, we need to drill a hole in them because we're going to turn these into awesome little planters. Now, 1 hole should be ample. If you're stressed about the fact that your plant might not have enough drainage, just to make yourselves feel happier, you can put in about 3 or 4 holes. So there we go. Our cups are ready for action, and now we're going to do the following. We're going to take a couple of pebbles, drainage pebbles, throw them in the bottom. Now, if you haven't grown your own succulents, then you're going to have to pop along to your local garden centre and find some succulents that are for sale there. Now, most importantly, when you do buy them, they've got this little gravel around the top. Don't throw that away. We're going to take these guys out, pop them out of their containers. Now, depending on the size that you've got or that you've purchased, so I'm just teasing away some of the roots. And remember, succulents are very hardy. Take a little bit of our potting soil, and it's just plain potting soil. Pop it into the pot. Now, this is where I like to always use this little tool. You can use a small little piece of wood for this. You can use the back of a trowel. Just take that, firm the soil down, and then we're going to pop this little succulent inside here. Use the edge of this just to firm down the soil. There we go. Next little guy, pop my succulent in, firm it down. Alrighty, I mean, how instant do you get? Now, those little pebbles that we saved earlier, you're going to take some of those and you're going to pop them around the plant. And there you have one awesome little instant gift that really will work for anyone of any age. The last little gift idea I'm going to show you how to do is really fun to get involved in. So this is what you're going to need. You're going to need a little terracotta pot. You're going to need some seeds, or you're going to need some instant plants. You're going to need some blackboard paint, a paintbrush, of course, and you're going to have needed to have created a heart on your computer, or if you're very gifted, which I'm not, is to just draw a little heart that you can then cut out. So let's start off. The first thing is that we need to cut this little guy out. This is what we do with it. Take your terracotta pot, and you're going to put this baby on the edge of it, just like that, on the one side. Take a pencil, and you are simply going to create an outline. Okay, whip the baby off, and there I have the little outline of the heart that I'm wanting. Next part is the painting. Take your blackboard paint, dip it in, and off you go. You're going to paint and follow along these lines as evenly as possible with the blackboard paint. One times painted heart on our little terracotta pot. Now you know the drill. Leave it to dry. When it's dry, I'm going to show you the next steps. All right, guys, these are now dried, and let me show you what you do. You've got a little bit of chalk, and you're going to decide what you can write onto it. Anything that you want. That. Now, these would be cool to give as a gift. Of course they would be. These you can create whatever you want to say on them. Tie them together with a bit of raffia and give them away as a cool gift. And remember, always give them away with some chalk so that if they don't like your message, they can rub it out and put another message on it. So I'm going to leave these little guys here. Now, we painted up the hearts. Okay, so we've got these little hearts on them. Now, here we go. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a few pebbles, pop them in the bottom of the pots for a bit of drainage. Add in a bit of potting soil that I've already mixed some bone meal into. That's the one. Firm it down. That's what I'm wanting. Okay. We're going to make a little hole in the center, not very big at all, and I'm going to sow a whole lot of parsley seed in it. Cover it lightly. There we go. Take my sign, pop my sign in. On Christmas Day, it's wrapped up with a gorgeous bow and good to go. However, if you don't like that, because they might just not water it, and keep it alive and stuff, we can kind of accelerate the whole process, and we're going to do it like this. You're going to go along to your local garden centre, grab a little parsley plant just like this. I'm going to pop it out. Add a little bit of my mixture into the bottom of the pot. Pop this baby in, because look how beautifully it fits. And then you can pop that baby in there, and your personal message, whatever you want to them, you write on your heart, and this will be for you. How easy does that get? So simple, yet personalized, and this would make a great gift for anybody in your family.